people, come and take a seat. With the SDN Podcast, you can't be beat. It's a wrestling party, let the good times roll. With every single episode, we're touching your soul.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Erick from the SDN Podcast. I'm here today to talk to you guys about WrestlePalooza. Okay, it wasn't that bad. Okay, it was. So, I don't even know where to start with this. What was supposed to be a great night for wrestling fans, you had AEW All Out, and you also had WrestlePalooza, which they were supposed to be going head to head. AEW did the smart thing. They moved up their time to 3 p.m., I think it was. And it was the best thing because it gave us, the fans, a better opportunity to enjoy both shows. Granted, I didn't get to watch All Out because I was doing some other things. But from the things that I saw on social media, AEW All Out was by far better than WrestlePalooza. So since I didn't see it, let's just go review WrestlePalooza real quickly. The show started with John Cena versus Brock Lesnar, and what was supposed to be what I'm thinking was supposed to be John Cena's redemption against Brock Lesnar. That wasn't the case. John Cena came in, took on the Beast, and the Beast did exactly what he does 99.9% of the time. He comes in, destroys, and he leaves. Which it did make sense to me. It did make sense to me for the simple fact that this is John Cena's retirement tour. I know that taking the loss, John Cena taking that L, doesn't really affect him. Doesn't really affect his career, but does it really affect also Brock Lesnar to take the loss? I don't think so. So WWE takes an L on that. Then we had Jimmy Uso, the Usos, versus Division, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, with LA Knight as a special guest referee. Didn't really think much of it. Didn't really think much of the match itself. All I know is that LA Knight was there for a reason. He was there for a reason, and with Jey Uso getting hurt, busting his head open, that reason never planned out. Let's leave it at that. Third match of the night was by far the best match of the night when you had Iyo Sky going on against Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie McMahon became your new Women's World Champion. The match itself was phenomenal. Iyo is one of the best, if not the best, female wrestler WWE has right now and in the entire world, to be completely honest. And Stephanie McMahon she's just phenomenal. She's just phenomenal. We have our first Latina Women's World Champion. Then we have, after 10 years, we got AJ Lee and CM Punk versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. All I can say is that for somebody who's been away from 10 years from the sports of professional wrestling, AJ Lee did a phenomenal job. She did a phenomenal job. It was exactly what I expected was going to happen. I wasn't expecting her to come in and have this 5-star match. I wasn't expecting her to have this big blowout match and all this stuff. It was exactly what I thought it was going to be. A lot of a CM Punk getting beat up, and then AJ Lee comes in, does a save, blah, blah, blah. It was, like I said, it is exactly what I thought it was going to be. After that, by the way, they won. Then after that, we got Drew McIntyre Then after that, we got Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. At what point is WWE going to stop putting Drew McIntyre in the world title picture? Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. This is Cody's first defense since winning the title at SummerSlam. And yes, I was expecting Drew McIntyre to beat Cody Rhodes. Did it happen? No. Was it supposed to happen? No. But you could have put Cody Rhodes in there with anybody else. Why does it always have to be Drew? When is Drew McIntyre going to get a fair shot at a world title? The last time he was really a world champion, because we're not counting WrestleMania 40, that was only 5 minutes. When was the last time that Drew McIntyre had a shot to be the world champion? During COVID. During COVID, there was no fans. Drew McIntyre needs the opportunity to win that world title or that WWE title and be the champion in front of the crowd, in front of people, so he can feel that noise of the crowd, whether they're cheering him or booing him. Drew McIntyre has put in the work. Drew McIntyre deserves an opportunity to be the world champion. Quite honestly, until Drew McIntyre is not ready to win the world title, I don't want to see him in another world title match. I don't want to see him in another title match. Why? Every time I see they say, well, for the world title or for the WWE championship, so-and-so versus Drew McIntyre. I'm like, oh, well, we know Drew ain't winning, so that's just, it's going to get to the point. No. And it's not going to get to that point where people are going to be like, oh, but the day that he wins it is going to be meaningful. No, it's not. It's not going to be meaningful because he has lost to every single person in the roster already that has been a champion. Okay, Drew McIntyre wins. Well, The Miz can come around and beat him. Well, he's done it before. Lisa Dorado can do it. Or Obafemi. Or Trick Williams. Anybody that's coming up. I know I'm just rambling names and everything. But it gets to the point where enough is enough. If you're not going to make Drew McIntyre a world champion, stop putting him in title matches. Stop putting him in title matches. Like I said, best match of the night, Iyo Sky versus Stephanie McMahon. And quite possibly, my favorite part of the whole night was Stephanie McMahon being named the first inductee for the 2026 class of the Hall of Fame. The first thing I saw on social media was, oh, well, she's Triple H's wife, so of course she's going to get inducted into the Hall of Fame. Oh, well, she's Vince's daughter. No. Anybody that has been a fan of WWE for as long as I have has known that Stephanie McMahon was a key player of the Attitude Era. Key player. Think about it. Think about Stephanie McMahon during the Attitude Era. She was involved pretty much in 50% or 60% of all the storylines with the Ministry of Darkness, Stone Cold, with her own mom, Vince McMahon himself, even with Triple H, the McMahon-Helmsley era, the Authority, everything. Stephanie McMahon is one of those characters, personalities, whatever you want to call it, that truly deserves this spot in the Hall of Fame. I, for one, I am thrilled that she's going into the Hall of Fame. Her facial expressions when Undertaker told her that she was going in, and she was shocked because we already know everything that, they were supposed to sing happy birthday and all that stuff. And when the Undertaker said induct, she just went like, what? That was great. Great storytelling between two of them. Super happy for Stephanie. Can't wait to see her speech. That was it for WrestlePalooza. Peace.